Welcome, everybody, to the Subdued Radio Hour, and I am your host, Robert Sarazin Blake, and here we are in the most northwest corner of the most northwest city of the most northwest state in the lower 48, bringing you live recordings from 19 years of the Subdued Stringband Jamboree, going into year 20. Right now, it is March. This is the March show. We are halfway to Subdued, and we're about to get into almost entirely a look back on just last summer, 2019, Subdued Stringband Jamboree. But before we get there, I have to say we are going to interrupt our regularly scheduled program to bring you something hot off the press. As of yet, I have not played any of my own performances from the Jamboree, but I never said I wouldn't, and I got something to lay on you. I just got back from the studio in New York. I've written a song for Bernie Sanders in hopes of him getting the Democratic nomination, and it's election day in Washington and Michigan and Alabama and Mississippi, I believe. So we're sending this song out tonight to everybody out there pushing for the Bernie Sanders campaign. And the name of the song I wrote and recorded just got home. This is not the final version, I'll let you know. It's not done yet. Still in the works in the studio, but we're bringing you a version, not me, us.
Lady in the bay holds the promise of breathing free. We feel the glow of the torch when our eyes can hardly see. You weren't born to serve the master. I wasn't born to be the mule. When the law is holding us back, we get together and change the rules. Our grandchildren's grandchildren will inherit the earth and sun. We'll use our 2020 vision to leave it cool for everyone. Same ship, ice melting, water rising, with all hands on deck cutting carbon. I see a new sun rising, 'cause I'm born to win, born to win. Sunshine State to the Golden Gate, Great Lakes State to the Bluegrass State. Born to win, born to win. Tax cuts go to the wealthy, food stamps cut from the poor. After 40 years of trickle down, not gonna let them trickle us anymore. Mother can't afford the medication, sisters killed in Iraq, billionaires fly to the Bahamas in a limousine jet. And still we persist, and still we persist, still we persist, and still we persist. You can only sleep in one bed, only sit in one chair. I see too many people living on the streets, gonna have to help the billionaires share. 'Cause I'm born to win, born to win. Sunshine State to the Golden Gate, Great Lakes State to the Bluegrass State. Born to win, born to win. Freedom is access to health care. Freedom is no student debt. Freedom is breakfast and dinner Freedom is a good night's rest. Freedom must be in any color. Walk in every street without fear of violence. Working on your dreams. Freedom is cleaner. Freedom is drinking clean water. We can do anything if we keep our heads together. 'Cause we're born to win. We're born to win. Sunshine State to the Golden Gate. Great Lakes State to the Bluegrass State. Born to win. Born to not me, us. It's not all about me. Not me, us. No one can do it alone. Not me, us. Takes millions of people. Not me, us. To fight for justice. Not me, us. No one can do it alone. Not me, us. Takes millions of people. Not me, us. To fight for justice. Not me, Cause I'm born to win. I'm born to win. Empire State to the Volunteer State. Old Line State to the Equality State. Keystone State to the Treasure State. Show me State to the Golden State. Great Lakes State to the Bluegrass State. Born to win. Born to win.
Hot off the press, I'm telling you. I just got back yesterday from New York, and of course, your fine-tuned ears are telling you that's Jefferson Hamer playing guitar with me, Mike and Ruthie of the Mammals playing with me, and the Restless Age is the backing band, the rhythm section there. So, wanted to share that with you, everybody, here in Bellingham tonight on our primary night, and now we're moving right into it. The Subdued Radio Hour, a collection of live recordings from the Subdued Stringband Jamboree. We had a great year last summer, and it's about 6 months ago, and we're going to have another jamboree in about 6 months. So let's get our heads and hearts ready for that. So we're just going to take you back not too far tonight. We're going to take it into a little bit of the Sons of Rainier playing Payette.
Way out on the Payette River, past the hills of Horseshoe Bend, the wind changed course without warning. The sagebrush for miles on end. Way out in the Sacto Mountains, ripe cactus fruit for you to dine. Ponderosa fire to warm us, your toes in the sand so fine. Out among the Ocotillo, where the yucca grows tall and proud. cautious, the shimmer in her eyes that never stops.
For the lovers out there, cautionary tale: if you're gonna cheat, don't cheat in your hometown. Tonight there are no secrets in this little country town. Everyone knows everyone for miles and miles around. I don't mind this waiting, I don't mind this running round. But if you're gonna cheat on me, don't cheat in our hometown. How can I stand up to my friends and look them in the eye? Admit to questions that I know would be nothing but lies. You spend all your pastime on making me a plan. But if you're gonna cheat on me, don't cheat in our hometown. Tonight my heart is beating low and my head is bowed. You've been seen with my best friend on the other side of the town. Your bright eyes and your sweet smile are driving me insane. You think it's smart to break my heart and run down my name. Time making me a clown. But if you're gonna cheat on me, don't cheat in our hometown. But if you're gonna cheat on me, don't cheat in our hometown. Don't cheat in your hometown.
And that was the Lonesome Town Painters from British Columbia, Canada. They came down and played for us. The Lonesome Town Painters. Before that, Bellingham's own Devin Champlin and his band, the Sons of Rainier, playing the wonderful song Payette. And we're moving into a song by the great singer Tamar Korn. Tamar's from New York City. I saw her playing out there. There's a jazz jam that plays at Mona's every Tuesday. Starts at 11, goes to 4 in the morning. And at some point during the jam, there's no amplification for anybody. There's a piano that has the top taken off so the notes come out, and people are sitting in. People are showing up with all kinds of instruments, and they're playing classic jazz. Anything before bebop, they're playing and passing the solos around. At some point, Tamar is usually invited up to sing. I think she started the session. She's not a regular anymore. But when she does, the whole room feels a vibration, and we all felt a vibration last summer with her set at the Jamboree. Tamar, Korn.
Here's a good one to remember on any rainy day.
Take your share of troubles, face them and don't complain. If you want the rainbow, you must have the rain. Happiness may come double after just a little pain. If you want the rainbow, you must have the rain. What if your love affair should break up, as they sometimes will, when you kiss and make up? Oh, what a thrill. Look for the brighter weather, watch for that sun again. If you want a rainbow, you must have the rain. Sadness end in gladness, may the showers not be in vain. If we want our rainbows, we gotta have that rain. Just pull yourself together and whistle a happy little strain. So if your lucky card deserts you and your shadows fall, even though it hurts you, just laugh a little through it all. Be a cheerful loser, you have the world to gain. If you want a rainbow, you must have that rain. If you want that rainbow, you just must have that
Ah, Tamar, Korn there. Wasn't that nice? I was right back there. I was feeling the sun. I'm ready for a little bit of sun. It's been chilly here in Bellingham this March. I'm ready for some sun. But if you want the rainbow, you need a little rain. All right, we're moving into last summer. I had a full circle experience growing up in my house. My dad listened to a band called Uncle Bonsai. If you're of the right age, your parents listened to Uncle Bonsai. They were a huge folk group at a certain time in the 80s. And wonderful, wonderful songs. I heard them again about 5 years ago, and it was great to be reunited with their great lyrics, their great songs. And so I invited them up to play the Jamboree. And I know, see, the thing about about it is that I started the Jamboree when I was 23. Now we're going into year 20, which means my contemporaries, a lot of them have children, and the children, I've learned this, it's hard for the children to go to bed. You have to spend a lot of time putting the child to bed, takes hours sometimes, and then they get back out of the bed. And so this song is for anybody out there tonight who is trying to get a child to bed. Maybe the child's coming out of the room. Uncle Bonsai wrote this song to help parents everywhere keep their children in their rooms at bedtime. I believe the name of the song is Monster. Uncle Bonsai, 2019 Subdued Stringband Jamboree.
Stay in bed, but don't close your eyes. You know that we love you. No, really, we love you. So keep it together. Take our advice. Just stay in bed, but don't close your eyes. Don't go downstairs. Don't call our name, though we'll always be here, just not over there. There's so much between us. No, really, between us. Just stay in bed, but don't go downstairs. Don't go down, down, down. Don't go down, down, down. Don't go down, 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 down. Don't go down, 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 down, down. The monster in the closet's getting hungry. He thinks that you left something on your plate. And the monster underneath your bed knows good things come to those who lie in wait. The monster in the TV room is restless. He cannot seem to find the good remote. And the monster in the kitchen's got a little bit of someone in his throat. So don't go down, 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 down. The monster in the basement gets so whiny. He always seems to get his feelings hurt. And the monster in the dining room is hoping for a really good dessert. The monster in the bathroom brings you water. Monster in the bathroom brings you water. But that's the oldest monster trick in sight. Cause the monster in the hallway knows that you could never hold it in all night. And he waits around for just a little taste. You can hear his stomach grumbling from the hiding place. And we love you more than words could ever say. And we love you even more and more each day. And we'd love to see you try and heed the warning, with a love that will refill here if you're still here in the morning. And we love you like you'll always be around. And we love you like you'll always be around. And we love you if you never make a sound. And don't go down, down, down. Don't go down, down, down. The monster in the toaster's kinda harmless. There's not a lot of damage he can do. But the monster in the vacuum sucks the thing that makes you special out of you. Monster on the front lawn's throwing. Monster on the front lawn's throwing. He wants you to come down and let it. He wants you to come down and let it. And the monster in the pantry likes the tender bits with extra crispy skin. And he waits around for something extra sweet. Listening for the pitter pat of tiny little feet. And we love you more than words could ever say. And we love you even more and more each day. And we love you more than holding love to Donna. With a love that can prepare you, but I swear to you we want it. Cause we love you like you'll always be around. And we love that you're the smartest kid in town. And won't go down, down, down. Won't go down, down, down. We remember Tommy. Do you remember Tommy? Listening to Mommy would have helped want the monsters, but please don't taunt the monsters. We can't outrun the monsters, but we'll outrun you. Still, we love you more than words could ever say, and we'd love to have you here another day. And we'll love you till the moment that they swallow, till the moment like the one before you, and we love the one to follow. Yes, we love you like you'll always be around, and we'll love you till another you is gone. So don't go down, down, down. Don't go down, down, down.
Cochon, cochon du lait. Cochon, 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 cochon du lait. Cochon, cochon, cochon du lait. Cochon, 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 cochon du lait.
Cedric Watson there playing fiddle for you there. Cedric Watson all the way from, well, it's near Lafayette. He's not in Lafayette, near Lafayette, Louisiana. I met him at the Black Pot Music Festival, and if you're a fan of the Jamboree and mid-size, small-size music festivals, I say go down to Black Pot. It is Halloween weekend down there at Lafayette, Louisiana, and wonderful music all weekend long, and camping out and jamming and the whole thing. And they also have a 200-year-old food tradition. So in the midst of all the music, they have a black pot cook-off. So you eat some wonderful, unusual foods for us Northwesterners. And when I went there, I had recently been to Europe, and I had bought a hat in Paris. I was very happy about this hat I'd bought in Paris, and I was wearing it. And I went up to Cedric after the set. I complimented him on his set and asked about buying a CD. And he said, "I'll trade you a CD for your hat." At the time, I thought that was a really good deal. I said, wow, that means I don't have to pull $15 out of my pocket. About 15 minutes later, I thought, it's a lot easier for me to find another $15 than it is for me to find another hat from Paris. But there it is. Cedric got my hat and I got a CD. And I don't know how it worked out that he ended up coming to the Jamboree last weekend. Doesn't matter. We were so lucky to have him. And for anybody who was there and can't quite remember who Cedric is, maybe I can refresh your memory by letting you know he was the man with the bullwhip. Yes, he was doing bullwhip tricks out in front of the audience when we had a little time to kill, popping balloons with his handmade bullwhip. Not only is he a fine accordionist and fiddle player, he also hand makes bullwhips. He's one of a kind. We're so lucky to have him. Let's hear another tune right now. 2019 Subdued Stringband Jamboree, Cedric Watson.
So back in the 1800s, they had this beautiful Creole lady, and she had a blue dress on, and she'd go walking around singing this song to people at weddings and funerals and stuff like this, you know? So I'm gonna sing this song for y'all. Y'all wanna hear some 1800s R&B pop chart hits from South Louisiana or what? I don't think y'all ready for this. This song makes me cry. Pas janvier, donne-moi Pauline. Oh non, Pauline, Pauline est trop jeune. Oh, pas janvier, c'est la seule qui mange pas mais. Oui, elle est la seule qui je veux aimer dans tout ce pays. Oh, pas janvier, donne-moi Pauline. Tu vas me faire mourir si tu me la donnes pas. Parce que moi j'aime trop Pauline. Oh, Pauline, ma chati Pauline, qui moi j'aime autant. Janvier, tu me fais trop du mal quand tu me refuses, mais Pauline. Oh, pas janvier, tu me crèves le cœur. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye pour toujours. Moi, she gone.
All of my worries and my cares all depend on nothing at all I cannot say. what time will tell. One cannot know this mystery. All I have is a wandering meandering way. Do you wanna scream? Do you wanna cry? I wanna say what lives inside of me. Of all we see before us, and I wonder sometimes if it's the same inside. Like rain, darkness and rain, cold driving rain that will not stop. Well, I will try to explain why it matters. It will not stop with every step, with every thought, the sinking ship that went to sea with us. We boarded and will not return. We were born with a ticket in our hand. That's just the way it goes. Wild as the fire, free-spirited, but many of us go blind, working to forget, but the child inside knows what is true. For me and you to feel alive, to truly resound within this world. Of a world that might have been. Every second I do dream a nightmare, and I wonder sometimes if it's the same inside. Like a loner when I walk down the street, for feeling like a loner. This song came to me, now I cry out for all our souls, for all that claim one as their own, an invitation that only goes out to the brave. Do you wanna scream? Do you wanna cry? See the angels reaching down to me, while tears lie down before us. We are born as wild and beautiful creatures of fancy, yet now shackled are we by the ploys of the weak and the fearful. The damaged ones among us rule our sick and diseased society, riddled with false guilt and broken promises heaped upon generations of broken promises. How can this be, we ask ourselves? Maybe it's always been like that throughout all time. And that which we need most is being beaten out of our heads from the time we're little children, a belief in our own individual abilities that once born become beacons of our own true natures. What could be more important than that in a lifetime? Now consider the obstacles consciously placed in this path of self-awakening. Believe in yourselves. It's the hardest thing you'll ever have to do. And I wonder sometimes if it's the same inside. Inside of you.
Petunia there. Petunia and the Vipers playing the last slot Saturday night. Anybody remember that? I remember that. He had 1 million people on stage with him. It was a wonderful set. He played Petunia and the Vipers. He had a special guest come on from left and from right. And we have this great thing going on with the Jamboree because we are so close to Canada. Vancouver, BC is right up there. So many musicians. That's where the Petunia and the Vipers come from. And a bunch of other musicians are up there too, so they make their way down to us. This singer, Carolyn Mark, has been running around for 20 years all around Canada, all around the United States and Europe, making the way with her songs. I met her a long time ago on Vancouver Island, and her house was sort of famous for hosting musicians. She had bunk beds, but not bunk beds for kids. They were extra large bunk beds for adults. She was set up for touring bands to crash at her house in Victoria. She came down and played for us, and there's all tied in here because you'll hear a guitar player, and that is Stephen Nicleva, who is the guitar player from the Vipers, Petunia and the Vipers, who's accompanying her here on this track, Carolyn Mark from Victoria, Vancouver Island.
But we won't go. There's a door, don't forget your hat. The stores are all closed. Couldn't buy a brick in this town. St. Jude couldn't save you or me, I suppose. 4 miles in money. Look at our lives and it's so funny. 4 miles and money. We fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, the very last to know. The last to know. We play the jokers in this minstrel show, but there's no one to laugh at our jokes in this showbiz crowd. Got another cigarette. I'm not quite done with this story yet. There's nothing here that we should fear, I'm told. 4 miles in money. Look at our lives and it's so funny. 4 miles and money. We fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, the very last to love. To the grave, all the memories never saved, but there's nothing here that
we should fear, I'm told. As the night slips away, stumbles towards another day, there's nothing here that we can say anyway. More miles and money, look at our lives and it's so funny. More miles and money, we fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, the very last. Yeah. More miles and money, look at our lives and it's so funny. More miles and money, we fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, the very last to know. More miles and money, look at our lives and it's so funny. More miles and money, we fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, the very last to know. One more time. More miles and money, more violin. Look at our lives and it's so funny. Fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, the very last to know. Come on, let's try it again. More miles and money. Look at our lives and it's so funny. More miles and money, we fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, the very last to know. Thank you, Subdued String Jamboree. You're the best. I had a wonderful time. Stephen DeCleve, Deborah Lait.
Ah, Carolyn Mark there. We love you, Carolyn Mark. New best friends are made every night. That's her motto. And everybody knows Carolyn Mark. When you tell people you're from Bellingham and you're traveling somewhere, they say, oh, yeah, that's up north by Canada. Yeah, we're by Victoria. Oh, you know Carolyn Mark? Everybody knows Carolyn Mark. She's made the rounds. We love you, Carolyn. Thanks for coming to the Jamboree. And it's a bit of a trilogy we're doing. We're doing a BC trilogy here. We had Petunia before that with Inside You, followed by Carolyn Mark with Stephen DeCleve from the Petunia Band playing guitar. And now we're going to have the Jimmy Roy Fourplex. Jimmy Roy, before he was in the Vipers, he was playing in Bellingham with Ray Kondo and the Ricochets at the 3B Tavern in the 90s and early aughts. Ray Kondo was a great Western swing performer from Vancouver. He died a long time ago, way too early, and he's missed very much in the music community. And Stephen DeCleve and Jimmy Roy were in Ray Kondo and the Ricochets, and now they've been with Petunia for about 10 years. So we're going to hear a track just from Jimmy Roy Fourplex. Jimmy Roy, great lap steel. He's not playing pedal steel here. There's no pedals attached to his guitar. A lot of times when we see an instrument that looks like this, we think it's pedal steel, but there's no pedals. It's everything's done with the wrist, people, with the wrist. Let's hear it. Jimmy Roy Fourplex. Jimmy Roy Fourplex, and now we're going to move right into the first song from a very special set that was a combination of Hot Damn Scandal and 3 for Silver. They got together for the very first time. Well, they've been friends for a long time, but first time is doing a show together, and they mixed all their songs and music up, joining each other, put on a great show. But before we play it, want to let you know that Pete and Annie of Hot Damn Scandal, also known as The Best Intentions, are doing a fundraising campaign, a Kickstarter for their new album. So be sure to check that out. Throw them a few bucks. That is how musicians make records these days, since we're all streaming music now and not paying for it. Now we get to pay for it up front. I know they'll appreciate your contribution. Let's hear from it right now. The only question is, and I ask you, the listener, is it Hot Damn Silver or 3 for Scandal?
Unbound colors unseen, like a drop of ink I spread upon emptiness I fled. But your world, it gave me form, and all the consequence it bore. All your days gave me time, your loss took away what's mine, Jimmy. Let the roots crack the cement, loose wires from trees so bent. Dams busted, left his break. Oh, I'll be waiting at the gate. I'll pit this and Lambo at my side. On your towns I intend to ride, well, you knew I'd be coming back. Ready and wearing a suit of black and singing, born to trouble, oh, born to fate. As the sparks fly up, you are crushed at the gate. Singing, born to trouble, oh, born to fate. And tell me, how can a man find one good thing? Well, all 7 trumpets I shall kiss, all 7 seals I shall lift. Drink down your bowl of wrath, 6 more coming down the path. What is it burning my heart's a bed? It causes trouble to no end. It's our fate, you all cry as the sun crashes from the sky. Now singing, born to trouble, I said born to fate. As the sparks fly up, you are crushed and gay. Singing, born to trouble, born to fate. But tell me, how can a man find one good place? Tell me, how can a man find one good place? Tell me, how can a man find one good place?
Hot Damn Silver or 3 for Scandal. You make the choice. And we started out the show with Sons of Rainier doing their song Payette, and we're going to leave the show with Petunia, who surprised everybody by covering Devin's song, the Sons of Rainier song Payette, in his set, closing out Saturday night at the Jamboree. Petunia singing Payette.
Well, the Payette River, that's the end of Horseshoe Bend. Winds change course without warning. Sagebrush for miles on end. Way out in the Sacktoe Mountains, this fruit for you to dine. Ponderosa fire to warm us, your toes in the sand so fine. Out among the Yucatilla, where the yucca stands tall and proud, bitter water trickling from the lost spring, you hear not a man-made sound. Riding through the plains of West Texas, where hardy grass clings to sand. Train blows lonesome for the old home. The sky mingles with the land. Peeking through the Tucson mountains to the lone peak of Ragged Top. Ironwood veins through the washes, the shimmering horizon never stops.
Well, thank you for being with us for another Subdued Radio Hour. All music was captured by our exceptional front of house sound engineer Mark L'Esperance. All tracks were edited and mastered by Andy Rick. The show was produced by David Pender Lofgren of the Bell Pod Network. Jeremy Meehan is our archive explorer, and I am your host from the most northwest corner, the most northwest city, the most northwest state in the lower 48. That's Bellingham, Washington. And my name is Robert Sarazin Blake. We will meet again at the next Subdued Radio Hour.